Your Section 9 President from the Leroy FFA Chapter, Abby Clapp. Your Section 3 President from the Cambridge FFA Chapter, Taylor Snook. Your Section 10 President from the Sista Park FFA Chapter, Morgan Sims.
Your Section 13 President from the Carrollton FFA Chapter, Maggie Bland. Your Section 17 President from the Tuscola FFA Chapter, Claire Meyer.
Your Section 11 President from the West Prairie FFA Chapter, Owen Torres. Your Section 6 President from the North Boone FFA Chapter, Dakota Schober.
Your Section 2 President from the Amboy FFA Chapter, Emma Dingus. Your Section 7 President from the Somonauk Leland Sandwich FFA Chapter, Brianna Gibson.
Your Section 23 President from the Olney FFA Chapter, Trenton Payne. Your Section 8 President from the Chicago High School for Agricultural Science FFA Chapter, Kaylee Turha.
Your Section 4 President from the Williamsfield FFA Chapter, Sydney Stiers. Your Section 1 President from the Warren FFA Chapter, Owen Trone.
Your Section 15 President from the Staunton FFA Chapter, Michael Matisa. Your Section 22 President from the Sparta FFA Chapter, Logan Shaw.
Your Section 21 President from the Carlisle FFA Chapter, Kylie Wesselman. Your Section 25 President from the Massac County FFA Chapter, Lakin Marcus.
Your Section 20 President from the Dietrich FFA Chapter, Brody Will. Your Section 18 President from the Kansas FFA Chapter, Catherine Ehlers.
Your Section 5 President from the Princeville FFA Chapter, Renee Rice. Your Section 24 President from the Alvarado FFA Chapter, Amber Gass.
Your Section 19 President from the Morrisonville FFA Chapter, Tessa Sachs. Your Section 14 President from the Pleasant Plains FFA Chapter, Amanda Whelan. Your Section 16 President from the Central A&M FFA Chapter, Samantha Hazelwonder.
And now, your 2023-2024 Major State Officers. From Section 12 and the Canton FFA Chapter, your state reporter, Cooper Nelson. From Section 21 and the Nashville FFA Chapter, your state vice president, Eric Wisely.
From Section 14 and the Franklin FFA Chapter, your state president, Thaddeus Bergschneider.
I've wasted time, I've wasted breath.
From Section 1 and the Pearl City FFA Chapter, your state treasurer, Benjamin Bramer.
From Section 15 and the Staunton FFA Chapter, your state secretary, Riley Kessler. And Riley's advisors at the Staunton FFA Chapter, Mr. John Davin and Mrs. Maggie McCullough.
Now, go with me now. I'll take you now. Go with me now. I'll show you how. Go with me now. I'll take you now. Go with me now. I'll show you how.
The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding this, the third general session of the 96th Illinois FFA State Convention. Mr. Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determining if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Mr. President. The Sentinel.
Station by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom.
Being older than the rest of you, I may be asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises.
I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom.
Mr. Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
I am pleased to announce at this, the third general session of the 96th Illinois FFA State Convention, that there are 6,529 registered members and guests present. Mr. President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this, the third general session of the 96th Illinois FFA State Convention, duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this third general session. We hope that you're ready for another day of fun, and that day of fun would not be possible without the help of our Session 3 sponsor, CHS. To bring remarks on behalf of CHS, I want to welcome to the stage Ms. Michelle Harrell.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this morning? Woo. All right. My name is Michelle Harrell, and I'm the HR business partner for both Anawan and Rochelle CHS ethanol plants. In the state of Illinois, CHS only has 2 ethanol plants, and I oversee all the HR operations for both of them. I have a long history with the FFA, either through my personal involvement or my daughter's. I have been seen judging events at Section 3 and District 1, and my daughter is considered to be known as Illinois FFA famous, and she's probably the friendliest person you ever meet in any FFA event you attend. I am proud to be here today on behalf of CHS Foundation. The CHS Foundation is the giving arm of CHS, the nation's largest farmer-owned cooperative. The CHS Foundation proudly supports national FFA and 17 state FFA associations as part of our commitment to developing the next generation of ag leaders for life. Our support goes to help thousands of students like those in the audience today through the support of ag teachers, student scholarships, workforce development programs, travel stipends, and so much more. We hope students take advantage of all FFA has to offer. Continue to build your leadership skills, relationships, and passion for agriculture while at convention and beyond. At CHS Foundation, we know the future of CHS, the cooperative system, and the entire agricultural industry depends on having strong, talented people like you in our pipeline. When we attend FFA events, we're inspired by all of you and know the future of agriculture is in good hands and that you are ready to step into many careers this industry has to offer. It's an exciting time for agriculture, and we're thrilled to be supporting all of you. Thank you and have a great convention.
Michelle, thank you for being here with us today and being here to represent CHS and their sponsorship of our convention. Please accept this token of our appreciation.
Thank you so much.
Let's give CHS another round of applause. It is now time to meet your chairs for this third general session. Please cast your attention to the screens above.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota.
Eric, hello? Eric, we've been planning this trip for months. It's not like him to just be late like this. I'll start packing for us. Oh! What are you doing in there?
I didn't want to be late.
Okay.
Do they know about our trip?
No, I hadn't got that far. I was looking for you.
It's okay, I'll brief them really quickly.
Okay.
So basically, Cooper and I have always wanted to go on this road trip, but everybody told us it was a terrible idea. We didn't understand why, so we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, we have a lot to do, and I am pumped. Eric, show them that travel schedule list thingy you made.
The itinerary?
Sure.
Yeah, and I agree. We have a ton of ground to cover in a short amount of time to do so we're gonna have to stay on schedule.
Absolutely.
We were never too good at scheduling anything, were
Nah,
we?
we're not good at this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I lost the
You
itinerary.
remember?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's up here. It's
Okay,
up here.
perfect,
That's all that
perfect.
matters.
That's all right.
All right, so I'm pretty sure, first off, we're going to recognize our Star Foundation supporters and our state agri-science fair winners.
Yeah, that sounds right. And then we're gonna recognize our state proficiency winners, as well as our club chapter foundation award
That's what
recipients.
it is.
That's
yeah,
right.
For
yeah.
sure. And then throughout our journey, we're going to need some entertainment. Thankfully, we have the FFA band and talent and chorus to do that.
And on the way, we'll make a pit stop to hear Riley Kessler's inspiring retiring address.
I like that idea, for sure. And we are so excited to venture down this path here in session 3 with all of you. Just like each of us have our own path that we have ventured down to get where we are today. Let's use this session to learn from each other's interests and experiences, and let's unite our paths.
We know that it's less about the destination and more about the journey and the people we meet along the way. So in just a second, we're going to meet our special guest accompanying us on this adventure. Let's get you cleaned up, man. There we go. There we go. Convention announcer, Do you have any updates at this time?
Why, yes, I do. Would all Agri-Science Award recipients and two-star supporters please report backstage for your award presentations? Again, would all Agri-Science Award recipients and two-star supporters please report backstage with your backstage appearance cards? Thank you. Also, we have a few special guests with us tonight. All those here today to see the retiring address of State Secretary Riley Kessler, her parents Michael and Lisa Kessler, her brothers Austin and Clayton Kessler, Grandma Laura Kessler, and all other aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends of Riley. Now please turn your attention to the screens as we recognize a few more special supporters of Riley.
Mr. Davin and Mrs. McCullough, there is not enough time to tell you how lucky I am to have you guys as advisors. Without either of you, I would not be standing up here today. Thank you for spending lots of hours with me, whether it was 7 in the morning or 7 at night. You both have always been there to help me. Mr. Davin, thank you for always believing in me, even when I did not believe in myself. Little shy 8th grade Riley would never have been able to get here without you helping me get outside my comfort zone and letting me see all the FFA has to offer. I will never forget all the time that we spent together, whether it was for FFA trips, practicing my mini speeches over and over, or me taking over your classroom. I couldn't be more thankful for an advisor like you. Mrs. McCullough, as soon as I stepped into your room, I could tell you were going to be different than all of the other teachers. You truly cared about every single kid that walked into your classroom. I don't know what I would have done if you didn't walk into my life when you did. You were that exact person that I needed in my life. You allowed me to be me. You allowed me to become part of your family, and I will forever be grateful for you and the kiddos. I will always remember all the words of encouragement, good luck cards, and weekly calls from you. Thank you both for always believing in me and going with all of my crazy ideas. And thank you for allowing me to be part of the Staunton FFA family. You both were not just my FFA advisors these last 6 years, but you guys are my biggest supporters, role models, mentors, and family. To Staunton High School staff, school board, supporters, and administration. I've had the opportunity to wear 3 different FFA jackets during my time in FFA. An association jacket, a Section 15 jacket, and a Staunton FFA jacket. While I've been proud to wear all 3, my Staunton FFA jacket has the most wear and tear and holds the key to my success. This success, and that of other Staunton FFA members, has been possible and will continue to be possible through the support of the administration. I am forever grateful to have a school that constantly supports the agriculture program in FFA, and even stops me when I'm around for a quick check-in. Thank you for always teaching me to lead, challenge, achieve.
All right, Eric, now that we know where we're going and who's coming with us, it's time to pack.
I agree. Let's get started.
Sounds good. All right, I think we're all set. Yeah, not quite, Eric. Why didn't my stuff get packed?
Well, let's see. You chose to pack a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
You also chose a bag of markers. No paper, though. And a laminated picture of a pine tree.
Yeah.
Don't you think we need to stick to the more important things?
Okay, Eric, these are the important things. I got a 2-liter Dr. Pepper in case we get dehydrated.
Okay.
I got this bag of markers in case we get bored on our road trip.
All right.
And I got this picture of a pine tree to remind me of Christmas, the season of giving.
That last one was a bit of a stretch for sure. Thankfully, I packed the real essentials though, like these clothes, and I packed a couple things of food too. So we should be good.
Okay, Eric. So what else is an essential anyway?
An essential is an item that we couldn't do this trip without. Could you imagine being on our trip and running out of something like clothes or food? It would be a disaster. Just like,
without the help of Illinois FFA star supporters, we wouldn't have access to nearly as many opportunities or resources as FFA members.
Throughout our trip today, our essential items will be with us each step of the way. And throughout this session, we'll also have the opportunity to recognize our Star Foundation supporters.
Please welcome to the stage our One Star Foundation supporters.
Let's give it up one more time for our one-star supporters.
Convention announcer, do you have any updates at this time?
Why, yes, I do. Would all Proficiency Award recipients in the areas of beef production entrepreneurship through equine science placement and 3- and 4-star supporters please report backstage for your award presentations? Again, would all Proficiency Award recipients in the areas of beef production entrepreneurship through equine science placement, and 3 and 4-star supporters, please report backstage with your backstage appearance cards. Thank you.
I think we might be lost.
No, we're not lost.
Are
Trust
you
me.
sure?
Trust me.
I just feel like we passed this like several times.
No, no way.
Okay, if you say so.
We're good. Okay, Eric, we might be lost.
You don't say. Yeah.
Think we need some better direction?
Yeah, we do. We should probably just turn it over to Mr. Mitchell, who directs the FFA band.
They're always under good direction.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the stage the FFA band.
Under the direction of Mr. Mitchell.
YMCA. YMCA. One, two, one, two, three,
Well, stop number 1, and we're keeping it local. Casey, Illinois.
Eric, you told me we were going to the big city. I was thinking like Chicago or something.
Well, Casey may not be a city, but it definitely is big. They're home to the world's largest truck key, barbershop pole, golf driver, gavel.
Thad would love that.
I agree. Wind chime, golf tee, pitchfork, rocking chair, wooden shoes, mailbox, and swizzle spoon.
What's a swizzle spoon?
I have no clue, but if none of those sound like a big enough deal, they also have some oversized antlers, an anvil, a bat, a bird cage, a bookworm, a cactus, a crochet hook, and an ear of corn.
Riley would love that.
I agree.
Man, Eric, I had no idea one town could do so many big things.
Yeah, and just like Casey, these next FFA members are up to some pretty big things too, as they were just named the biggest and best in the state in their respective proficiency area. Please welcome to the stage our first group of state proficiency winners.
My name is Natalie Pratt from the Amboy FFA, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agriculture Communications Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Katie and Andy Pratt, and my advisor is Joseph Heavner. My SAE involves work on agriculture communication on social media. I started with making short videos under the topic Natalie's Awesome Agriculture for our local Ag in the Classroom about topics around our farm. With my experience gained from this, I started working with our local county fair, the Lee County Fair and 4-H Show, to maintain their social media and radio advertisements leading up to the event. I also work with a company called AgViewFS, managing their social media platforms and helping maintain their local audience and community outreach programs.
My name is Paige Horsemeyer from the Staunton FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agricultural Education Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Scott and Christine Horsemeyer, and my advisors are John Davin, Maggie McCullough, and Spencer Laughlin. I started my SAE during my freshman year by reading ag-related books to elementary students in the district. The next year, I added to my lessons by creating supplemental learning materials to help students make better connections and reinforce the agriculture concepts. I also received the Growing Agri-Science Teachers Grant, where I interned with my advisors, creating education content for students and families, creating supplemental learning aids for classrooms, and study materials for CDEs, and helping to supervise students. Currently, I am employed with Madison County Conservation, Agriculture Resources, and Environmental Education, where I am responsible for sharing our mission through social media education, helping with donor outreach, and teaching independently in classrooms across Madison County. Overall, I have invested 723 hours where I have helped write 2 grants, manage 68 volunteers, secure donations from 262 donors, worked with 376 classrooms, and directly instructed 1,310 students.
My name is Tanner Spicer from the Carlisle FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agricultural Mechanics Design and Fabrication Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Brian and Gina Spicer, and my advisors are Tamara Gersnecker, Courtney Ibendahl, and Jeff Jacobs. My SAE is my job at my family-owned business, Touch of Spice Customs. My SAE is a paid placement, and my interests and motivation come from my brother, Logan. I want to improve my skills so that I will be experienced in different tools, techniques, and project types for my future. I enjoy the challenges and seeing the different projects come together, along with the customer and community appreciation and enjoyment of the final product when delivered. I have learned and enhanced my woodworking abilities tremendously. My responsibilities include the use of common and more specific power tools, the use of hand tools, cleaning and maintenance, unloading different types of material, material breakdown, milling, construction, sanding, applying finish, along with providing estimates with assistance to customers, and then the final delivery of the finished product. I enjoy the projects and creativity and would love to pursue becoming a business partner with my brother in the future.
My name is Tucker Brilliant from Morton FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agriculture Mechanics Repair and Maintenance Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Andrea Ward and Steve Brilliant, and my advisors Jonathan Hendricks and Chad McFarland. It has been a long journey that has taken so much time and dedication. This project taught me the values of hard work and determination. It is such an incredible achievement and feeling of accomplishment completing such a prized possession from start to finish.
My name is Cole Pruitt from the St. Joseph Ogden FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agricultural Mechanics Repair and Maintenance Placement Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Chad and Lana Pruitt, and my advisor is Darcy Nicolny. During my SAE, I had the opportunity to work at Schaff Implement. They are a local New Holland and versatile dealer that specializes in sales, parts, and service. I was able to learn how the business operated and how each department worked together. During my time, I was a key asset in the parts department, helping customers and mechanics find solutions for their issues.
My name is Emma Salato from the Newark FFA, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agriculture Processing Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Michael and Michelle Salato. My advisor is Joe Steffen. My SAE is on honey production. I'm responsible for the care of 5 beehives, the collection of honey and wax, packaging, sales, and marketing of sales. I use the wax to make chapstick. After the honey is in bottles and the chapsticks are made, I sell them both at the local farmers market.
My name is Tyler Worthy from the Neoga FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agricultural Sales Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Angie and Kyle Worthy, and my advisor is Cody Carmen. My SAE is an ag sales entrepreneurship called Worthy Peppers. In my project, I buy hot sauce, barbecue sauce, and spicy jellies and jams wholesale from my processing company to market and sell them at fairs, festivals, markets, and online within the state of Illinois at the cottage food level. I started this project my freshman year of high school, and over the last 4 years have developed it into a registered business in the state of Illinois.
My name is Abby Wolcott from the Unity Tolono FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agricultural Sales Placement Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Nick and Jessica Wolcott, and my advisor is Rich McCabe. I began working at Fertilizer Dealer Supply in 2021, where I originally started in the shipping department, until I made the advancement to an inside sales position in May of 2023. In this sales position, I answer sales calls and assist walk-in customers to help them find exactly what they're looking for to make their operations run smoothly. This allows me to interact with different customers daily and build connections across the agriculture industry, which I find one of the best parts about my project.
My name is Reed Naughton. I'm from the Olympia FFA chapter. I am the 2024 Illinois Agricultural Service Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Dan and Amy Naughton. My advisor is Bryce Hoffman. I have spent many hours working for Naughton Auction Service. During this time, I have learned that the auction business from the ground up. Naughton Auction Service has multiple machinery sales a year, which during I load and unload agriculture equipment, check in machinery, set up sales, line up sale order, and take bids on sale day. I value the time I get to work with the agricultural public, taking bids at cattle and pig sales and working for my producers. My time at Naughton Auction Service has taught me that working with both the seller and the buyer is important, and that selling things at auction can really make a difference. I look forward to my future in the auction business.
My name is Cade Boatman from the Byron FFA chapter, and I'm the 2024 Illinois Agri-Science Research Animal Systems Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Tom Boatman and Tammy Boatman, and my advisors are Eric Trigestead and Maggie Folk. My research project focuses on finding heritability patterns with the scur gene in Hereford cattle. I researched 79 total calves in this year's calf crop. The data I collected strongly suggests that the nub trait is correlated with the scur gene, but I look forward to testing my hypothesis further in the future. If I am able to find a way to reduce the amount of scurs in our herds, then I will not only be benefiting my own operation, but the Hereford breed as a whole.
My name is Olivia Scheich from the Tolono Unity FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agri-Science Research Integrated Systems Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Daniel and Jennifer Scheich, and my advisor is Rich McCabe. My SAE consists of my 3 research projects. They include an animal systems project on the effects of an injectable trace mineral on the conception rates of artificially inseminated females and embryo transfer recipients, a social science study of Generation Z meat preferences through a survey of junior high and high school students, and a social science study on the impact of experiences on leadership capacity through a survey of adults in agricultural careers. My research is important to the agricultural industry because it can help producers to understand the role and value of trace minerals in beef cow conception. It can help producers understand how to better market a meat product that Generation Z wants to buy, and it can help our industry provide the necessary opportunities and experiences to best prepare the next generation of agricultural leaders. I was fortunate to receive national champion honors with all 3 projects, but more importantly, I found a passion for agri-science research and promoting a future in agriculture.
My name is Lexi Siebel from the Brownstown FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Agri-Science Research Plant Systems Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Michelle and Nick Siebel, and my advisor is Cassie Perrin. My SAE involves the investigation of hydroponically grown lettuce through experimental procedures. The study involves multiple assessments, including the monitoring of pH levels, conductivity, and water quality. These trials are designed to provide data facilitating a comprehensive understanding of the growth factors and environmental interactions of lettuce grown in a hydroponic system. The lettuce grown is safe for human consumption, and I donate all produce to my school cafeteria. In my final year of study, I have expanded with 5 new mini-systems, 4 of which are located within elementary classrooms, to prove that anyone can grow lettuce hydroponically.
Please welcome to the stage the 2-star Illinois Foundation FFA supporters donating between $2,000 and $2,999.
Why is it quiet? Why isn't there any, music or...
I don't know. What do you mean? What are we supposed to do?
Turn on the radio?
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in to 103.5 Illinois FFA, the hottest radio station in the state. Next up is your FFA talent, DJ Bird from the Sherrard FFA chapter.
Everybody, my name is DJ Bird, and I'm going to be singing Revival by Zach Bryan for y'all. Gather around this table, boys. Bring your shame, I'll lose my voice. Screaming at the gods about the bad we've done. Merle said Mama tried, but the prison still won. Your transgressions are mine as well. Anger grows in my bones if you could not tell. But I find comfort in company. Lord, forgive us, my boys and me. We're having an all-night revival. Someone call the women and someone steal the Bibles. For the sake of my survival, baptize me in a bottle of beer and put Johnny on the vinyl. Well, the devil can scrap, but the Lord has won. And I'll talk to him under the rising sun. His sun rose in my head too. I was coming down, but now I'm talking to you. We're having an all-night revival. Someone call the women and someone steal the Bibles. For the sake of my survival, baptize me in a bottle of beer and put Johnny on the vinyl. We're having an all-night revival. Someone call the women and someone steal the Bible. For the sake of my survival, baptize me in a bottle of beer and put Johnny on the vinyl. Gather around this table, boys. Bring your shame, I'll lose my voice. Screaming at the gods about the bad we've done. Mo said Mama tried, but the prison still won.
Oh man, Eric, it feels good to finally stretch my legs.
I know, it feels like we've been on the road for hours.
I have an idea.
This should be good.
All right, so if my hypothesis is correct, we can shave off like 45 minutes if we go around Houston instead of through it.
Okay, all right, I'm pretty sure the GPS just said that we were gonna be on the road for like another 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I'd definitely be down to shave off some time, or at least try.
Awesome, and I'll be able to test my theory.
All right, let's try out this experiment.
Well, while we take our shortcut in the name of science, please welcome to the stage the next group of individuals who have been researching and testing their own experiments.
Please welcome to the stage our state Agri-Science Fair winners.
the Agri-Science Award winners are, in the area of animal systems, Martha Smutter and Isabella Jewett from Cambridge FFA. In Animal Science Division 5, Cole Sinella, Stark County. In Agri-Science Environmental Service Natural Resources Systems Division 1, Tinley Wold, Somonauk, Leland, Sandwich. In Agri-Science Environmental Service and Natural Resources Systems, Aubrey Hudson and McKenna Allensworth from Southeastern FFA. In Agri-Science Environmental Service Natural Resources Systems Division 4, Maxwell Brom and Hunter Wexel from Cambridge. In Agri-Science Environmental Service and Natural Resources Systems is Division 5 is Grayson Appleby from Maroa Forsyth. In Agri-Science Environmental Service Natural Resources Systems Division 6 is Abigail Schaefer and Savannah Ramsey from Southeastern FFA. In Agri-Science Food Products and Processing Systems Division 1 is Charles Anderson, Somonauk, Leland, Sandwich. In Agri-Science Food Products and Processing Systems Division 3, Toby Williams from Stark County. In Agri-Science Food Products and Processing Systems Division 5, Chelsea Stolter from the Stark County FFA. In Agri-Science Plant Systems, Kirby Kimes and Mason McCarthy from Pleasant Plains. In Agri-Science Plant Systems Division 3, Addison Brown from Westland. In Agri-Science Plant Systems Division 4, Luke Short and Deacon Shanks from Taylorville. In Agri-Science Plant Systems Division 5, Tessa Gaza, Princeville. In Agri-Science Plant Systems Division 6, Olivia Bird and Sadie Bays, Princeville. In Agri-Science Power, Structural, and Technical Systems Division 2, Gage Ross and Preston Jarbo from Southeastern. In Agri-Science Power, Structural, and Technical Systems Division 3, Henry Waters from Pleasant Plains. In Agri-Science Power, Structural, and Technical Systems Division 5, Avery Watson, Unity. In Agri-Science Social Science Division 4, Winter Harrington and Francesco Seja, West Carroll. Agri-Science Social Science Division 5, Adam West, Stark County. In Agri-Science Animal Systems Division 3, Drake Slutz, Sycamore.
Convention announcer, do you have any updates at this time?
Oh, you bet I do. Would state proficiency award winners in the areas of fiber and or oil crop production through poultry production and all 5-star foundation supporters, please report backstage at this time with your backstage cards. Again, state proficiency winners in the areas of fiber and oil crop production through poultry production, and all 5-star foundation supporters, please report backstage at this time with your backstage appearance cards. Thank you.
All right, Eric, stop number 2, and I've always wanted to come out west.
Cooper, we just got to town. Where did you get all that get up?
The stage ain't big enough for the both of us.
The stage is huge. What's not big enough? Fit your hat.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you do kind of look like a real cowboy.
And I feel like one already, Eric. All I need now are some horses to ride and some cattle to chase.
Today may be your lucky day, because in this next group of state proficiency winners, we're about to meet some beef production and equine science experts.
Awesome, let's get started. Please welcome to the stage our next group of proficiency winners.
My name is Drew Mickey from the Taylorville FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Beef Production Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award winner. My parents are John and Carla Mickey, and my advisors are Charlie Dammerman, Sue Schaefer, and Megan Beckmeyer. In my Beef Entrepreneurship SAE, I hold 2 cattle books, my replacement beef and my breeding books, where I raise performance Angus cattle. The primary goal of my operation is to market bulls to commercial producers across the Midwest, while retaining replacement females to put into my breeding book. Typical roles and responsibilities include fixing fence, maintaining pastures, marketing cattle, and performing daily chores such as feeding or cleaning pens. I have a strong passion for raising Angus cattle, and this SAE has been able to expand my knowledge of the beef industry and cattle production standards.
My name is Grace Lemonager from the Prairie Central FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Beef Production Placement Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Chuck and Tori Lemonager, and my advisors are Becky Freed, Kyle Miller, Kylie Miller, and Tyson Stork. My SAE involves working for 3 elite purebred cattle operations. Lemonager Cattle is a 40-head cow-calf operation that's primary goal is to raise and sell high-quality genetics. I maintain herd health and calf health, as well as make nutritional decisions for the farm and manage all other aspects involved with raising Simmental cattle. At Lemonager Cattle, Birchie Cattle, and Freed Livestock, I manage the show string within each operation. I work as the show barn manager, where I halter break calves, prepare them for sales and shows, ensure animal welfare, and manage high-quality show females. I am looking forward to taking the skills I have learned within these projects and putting them to use within my future career of ag communications and continue to build my family cattle operation.
My name is Elena Ditterman from the Orangeville FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Dairy Production Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Brian and Christy Dinderman, and my advisor is Kendall Schleter. I own a herd of registered Holstein, Ayrshire, and Guernsey cattle. I focus on high-type cattle that can compete in the show ring and milk well at home. I enjoy showing my cows at the local, state, and national levels. My favorite part of my SAE is taking care of the calves and watching them grow into productive cows within the herd.
My name is Ella Gunderson from the Eastland FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Dairy Production Placement Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Rob and Kelly Gunderson, and my advisors are Cindy Feltmeyer and Brendan Schultz. I work for my family's farm, Gunderson Family Dairy. We milk about 230 cows with 4 Lely robots and raise our own replacement heifers. Some of my main jobs include treating sick animals, fetching cows, scraping alleys, caring for fresh cows and new calves, robot maintenance, computer work, moving cattle, and other jobs. I have enjoyed this SAE and plan to use what I have learned in a future career in the dairy industry.
My name is Waylon Pollock from the Taylorville FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Diversified Agriculture Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Craig and Katie Pollock, and my advisors are Sue Schaefer, Megan Beckmeyer, and Charlie Derriman. In my Diversified Agriculture book, I have 7 essays, 3 of those being entrepreneurship and the other 4 are placement. In my entrepreneurship book, I raise and sell goats and cattle. I sell all my offspring at weaning, and the goats are sold at the local sale barn, and all the cattle offspring is broke and sold for local 4-H and FFA members to exhibit at the local and state level. Additionally, in my placement books, I have 2 beef placement books, both of which are progressive show cattle operations, where my tasks include washing, blowing, and clipping. Furthermore, my final 2 SCEs are crop placement books at Pistorius Farms, a corn and soybean operation. On this operation, my responsibilities include running the grain cart, checking fields, managing a 3-man tillage crew in the spring and fall.
My name is Will LaFerry from the Delvin FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Diversified Crop Production Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Clint and Suzanne LaFerry, and my advisor is Theodore Allen. My grandfather Art McCray and I have been farming together my whole life. Over the last few years throughout high school, I took over more and more of the operation and become a full-time partner on the farm. I'm currently farming full-time. We raise corn, soybeans, popcorn for Weaver, and seed corn for Bayer. I also own and operate my own hay business.
My name is Joseph Thomas from the Pittsfield FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Diversified Crop Production Placement Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Jason and Erica Thomas, and my advisors are Jody Heavner and Emily Fries. My Diversified Crop Production Placement SAE involves my work at J&J Farms and Eagle Valley Farms, my family farming operations. My responsibilities have grown as I have increased my skills in the area of crop science and equipment maintenance. My responsibilities vary from seedbed preparation to harvest and basic equipment maintenance. My responsibilities have grown dramatically as I have learned more technical skills and gained valuable certifications. My future plans include returning back to my family farm after obtaining an ag business degree.
My name is Elizabeth Corey from the Rushville Industry FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Diversified Horticulture Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Ryan and Carrie Corey, and my advisor is Sydney Ryden. My Diversified Horticulture project highlights my daily experiences and responsibilities regarding my nursery operations and landscape management projects while working at Bames Garden Center in Rushville, Illinois. I grew up around this small, family-owned garden center, so I have been involved in the horticulture and nursery production industries for my entire life. When I began my project in 2021, I already had a basic understanding of the nursery field. However, I strive to expand my knowledge and increase my responsibilities within the workplace. My responsibilities in my nursery operations project vary, but common activities are watering plants, potting annuals, perennials, shrubs, and houseplants, organizing in the greenhouse and showroom, waiting on customers, and also seasonal activities. My landscape management activities include designing landscape plans for customers, picking out plants that will work best for their landscapes, and consulting with customers to ensure that they are receiving exactly what they want. The various experiences I have gained within my SAE project have inspired me to pursue a career within the horticulture industry.
My name is Ellie Drock from the Prairie Central FFA, and I am the 2024 Illinois Diversified Livestock Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Tony and Joy Drock, and my advisors are Becky Freed, Tyson Stork, Kyle, and Kylie Miller. My project consists of swine entrepreneurship, equine entrepreneurship, and beef placement. In my swine entrepreneurship, I purchase 3 to 5 barrows each spring and will raise them until market while exhibiting at fairs throughout the summer. I am responsible for feeding, skin and hair care, preparing for shows, and resolving any health issues that may arise. In my equine entrepreneurship, I ride, train, and manage my Paint Mare River. I rodeo within 2 different associations on a local, state, and national level. In beef placement, I work as the show barn manager for Next Generation Farms, where I will break heifers, prepare them for sales and shows, run the cooler, ensure animal well-being, and manage high-quality show females.
My name is Gwendolyn Happ from the Heritage FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Environmental Science and Natural Resources Management Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Deanna and Cindy Happ, and my advisor is Emily Magsman. My SAE consists of my business called Gwen Happ's Pollination Station, where I sell native plants and seed packets. I keep a garden where I grow native plants such as goldenrod, milkweed, and aster, which are highly attractive to bees, butterflies, and more. Lastly, as part of an outreach action for my SAE, I organized a native plant festival featuring environmental workshops, booths, and vendors.
My name is Megan Seebach from the Rochelle FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Equine Science Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Amy McDermott and Jim Seebach, and my advisors are Donna Page and Deanna Jacobs. I have had a passion for horses ever since I was little, and keeping a record book has given me an amazing opportunity to showcase that. I have 2 horses named Trigger and Cody. Rodeoing with them has given me the best experiences of my life. I am excited to continue my passion at Kansas State on the rodeo team.
My name is Emma Bielko from the Pewtone FFA chapter, and I'm the 2024 Illinois Equine Science Placement Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Michael and Amy Bielko, and my advisors are Abby Jacobs Cowger and Dakota Cowger. In my equine placement SAE, I work at 3 equestrian facilities in Will and Kankakee counties: Winsome Farm, Westgate Equestrian, and Sunrise Farm. At each facility, I have specific duties relating to the daily and long-term horse care. Throughout all of my experiences, I have gained responsibilities for the daily chores, including feeding, cleaning, and turnout. Over time, I have gained new roles in administering medication, training horses for their respective discipline, managing public horse shows, and handling the day-to-day operations of the facilities.
Please welcome to the stage the 3-star and 4-star Illinois Foundation FFA supporters donated between $3,000 and $4,999.
Good morning, Illinois FFA. My name is Lucy Peterson. It is with immense gratitude and a touch of nostalgia that I stand before you today to introduce someone who has become more than just a past teammate of mine, but a cherished friend. My journey with Riley began when our paths crossed during our section president year, a time when 2 small-town girls instantly clicked backstage at convention. Today, we celebrate not only her retiring address, but the anniversary of our friendship. Riley's vibrant spirit, unwavering dedication to service, and profound work ethic aligned perfectly with everything I've ever known. Riley quickly became an irreplaceable part of my life, offering the gift of a genuine friendship that I'm now unsure how I ever lived without. In ways I never anticipated, the bond we share has been a lifeline, guiding me through challenges and illuminating the light at the end of the tunnel. For me, she has defined what a true best friend is. I am certain that Riley's service in FFA, both at the local and state level, has impacted others' lives just like mine. Riley, I love you more than you understand, and I'm so immensely proud to call you my best friend. You fulfilled your duties, and now it's your time to shine. Thank you for being the friend, leader, inspiration, and beacon of light that we all needed.
Hello, Illinois FFA. My name is Chloe Chastain, and I'm a dear friend of Riley's. From the beginning, I knew Riley was the missing part of my life that I needed. From serving together as section presidents to shopping at every boutique we could find, the car rides and long talks while trying to find a coffee shop to becoming my best friend. Riley has made an impact on me ever since I have met her. I cannot imagine what life would be like without Riley. Riley is kind, passionate, and authentic. She truly is one of a kind. Riley has went above and beyond this year, and I am so proud of her. Riley, you have and will continue to make an impact everywhere you go. I cannot wait to see where life takes you, and I will be here every step of your journey.
Good morning, Illinois FFA. For those who don't know me, my name is Braden DeCounter, and I'm a good friend of Riley's. 2 years ago this very week, a small-town girl from Staunton and a small-town boy from Good Hope would soon enough get to spend one whole year together, but even better, have an unbreakable friendship that will last forever. Riley was a true inspiration to me when she was in the blue corduroy jacket or when she was in her everyday clothing attire. She not only was my role model, but she became a true friend, and she became the light at the end of my tunnel. When Riley told me that I will be announcing her at this convention this year for her retiring address, I was ecstatic. This means I will get to share with you all of Illinois FFA what my best friend truly has done for me and the organization that she is deeply rooted in while impacting the future of agriculture. Riley is always there if you need someone to call to make a decision on what you're going to wear to your next livestock judging contest, always down for late night Sonic runs, or if you need a shoulder to cry on. Riley will always be there for you. I'm beyond proud of you, Riley Kessler, and I cannot wait to watch you spread your wings into your new life of being an agriculture education teacher.
Hello, Illinois FFA. My name is Molly McCullough. For me, Riley was first hired by my mom to drive me and my siblings around and take us places when my mom couldn't. She called herself our nanny. We called her our Uber driver. But in true Riley fashion, she grew on us, cared for us, and we for her. Today, as she bids farewell, let's celebrate the bonds she's made, the memories she's created, and the love she's shared. It is my honor to introduce you to my nanny,
my inspiration,
my best friend,
my light at the end of my tunnel,
your 2023-2024 Illinois FFA State Secretary, Riley Kessler!
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
There's nothing better than this time of year, cruising through the country on the gravel roads, jamming out to your favorite artists like the Beatles, Noah Kahan, or even Zach Bryan, and pulling over to watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon. Now, I could just sit for hours watching the sunset change the sky from a pale blue to a deep orange, pink, and purple. Watching sunsets allows all my worries, fears, and expectations to leave my mind. Sunsets are the times in my life where I can just be authentically me. They're the times where I feel enough. Throughout my life, sunsets have given my mind a chance to escape all the worries of trying to fit in, the fears of not being good enough, and all the expectations that people have had of me. We all have those times in our lives where those worries, fears, and expectations, they become too loud. What people think and what they say all impact how we view ourselves. We are so worried about fitting other people's standards, and focusing too much on those standards can force us to not feel enough. Growing up, softball was one of those activities that took my mind off of everything. It was just like a sunset for me. Now, I had loved playing the game. I'd loved spending time with my teammates, and I especially loved feeling accomplished. But it didn't matter if we had won or if we had lost. As long as I felt like I did my best, I knew that I'd done enough. But as I grew older, this feeling had slowly trickled away and was being replaced with the fears I started dealing with in junior high. Once junior high had rolled around and school sports had become the new popular trend, I knew that I was going to be trying out for the softball team. But then I had quickly realized that everyone else trying out had played on a select league for the longest time. I didn't think that I was good enough to try out. Junior high softball was no longer about having fun, because if you wanted to play, you had to be the best. Having fun and constantly being compared were two completely different things. And this change had caused me to start doubting myself. After some encouragement from my friends and my family, I had nervously decided that I was going to give it a shot and try out for the team. After the tryouts, I had eventually made the team. And I had even become a starter. But even as a starter, I would constantly compare myself to the other girls on the team and say that I wasn't good enough to be on it. Throughout the rest of that season, all those thoughts and those feelings would consume my mind. Once the softball season had ended, the next thing that everyone had started talking about was volleyball, and the tryouts were near. This seemed like the sport that everyone was interested in, so this meant that I had to be interested in it too, right? Well, the thing was, I had never played volleyball before. So my friend Emma and I, we had gone to camps, and we had practiced almost every day after school. And when tryouts had rolled around, I had realized that there were a bunch of girls there, and that they were going to have to cut a lot of people. And after the 2 days of tryouts, I received an envelope that would tell me if I had made the team or if I had gotten cut. Once I got that envelope, I got inside the car and I opened it with my mom. The envelope had read, "Congratulations, you have officially made the team." Now, I walked into school the next day feeling happy with myself, and in that moment, I thought that I had felt enough. It wasn't until the beginning of our very first practice where I realized I was not going to be starting. I wasn't even in the rotation. So I walked up to my coach afterwards, and I asked her, "What do I need to do to become better?" She told me that I still needed to prove myself, and that if I became good enough, then she would add me to the rotation. So I practiced and practiced until eventually one day I made the starting cut. The next year, when I went and tried out, I made it again, and I was a starter. And both of those years, my team made it to the state volleyball tournament. My last junior high volleyball game would come down to that state tournament. The Staunton Junior High Terriers had won the first set, lost the second set, and it was coming down to the wire for the third place trophy. My whole team was getting nervous as it was coming down to the final few points. You see, the year before, we had placed fourth in the state tournament, and everyone was expecting us to do better. And that expectation was weighing on us as it came down to the last 2 points. It was 21-23, and it was our serve. My coach had pulled me aside and said, "Riley, you're the only one that I can count on to get this serve over the net." All those worries, fears, and expectations, they came rushing back. I just kept thinking to myself, "Riley, what if you mess up? This will all be on you." It is now time to serve, and the whole crowd, they go quiet. And I serve the ball, and it goes over the net, and the other team gets it and eventually spikes the ball down out of bounds. My team whole screams, "We are only 1 point away." The crowd goes quiet again, and I serve the ball, and it goes right over the net and hits the ground for an ace. We have officially just won third place. The thing that I had left out was I was a little different when it came to serving in volleyball. You know, my whole team, they served overhand, while I still served underhand. I was constantly feeling like the odd one out. I never once thought that I was good enough to serve that third place ball or even be on the team. And I was never honest with myself, because if I was, I would have never played volleyball. In all honesty, I never actually enjoyed playing it. I only played it because I thought that was what was expected of me, and I really wanted to fit in. Those thoughts and feelings about trying to fit in and trying to feel enough had never seemed to go away. I'd constantly find myself in situations doing what everyone else was doing instead of doing what I liked to do. And while this would make me feel happy in the moment, I had never seemed to feel enough. But there was a constant question that kept popping in my head. How do I start to feel enough? Sophomore year, going into my junior year of high school, is when things started to change for me. My family started having problems at home. And I started to lean on the people who I thought were my best friends at my time, until we had a big fallout. The people who I needed most had stopped caring about me. I realized that the only thing that was on their mind was doing what everyone else was doing instead of doing what they liked. They were so worried about doing what the cool thing was. So that's where I took a step back, and I started to ask myself, what do I like? What makes me happy? And what makes me feel enough? I was so used to doing what everyone else was doing that it took a little time of reflection and some conversations with my ag teachers to figure that out. One day after an FFA chapter meeting, Mrs. McCullough had walked up to me and asked me if I had any aspirations to go further in the FFA. She told me that she'd seen a spark in me. And while I had been on a few chapter officer teams and I'd gone to some section contests, I'd never experienced anything outside of that. Now, she explained to me everything that FFA had to offer. And it was in that conversation where I decided to take a leap outside of the normal at Staunton High School and become an active FFA member. Becoming an active FFA member was my choice and my decision, and not me trying to do what everyone else is doing. I could tell that this was going to be the activity that made me happy. Well, until I quickly remembered that FFA was not a popular club for my school. I started to feel like I shouldn't be a part of it. That's when Mrs. McCullough reminded me that I needed to focus on being my authentic self and not trying to be like everyone else. And Mr. Davin, he told me that I need to get rid of all the voices inside of my head. He told me that I should not be listening to what other people are saying. The next 2 years had flown by in the FFA. I did almost everything that I could. I wanted to show Staunton kids everything that FFA had to offer. I was eventually elected as the Section 15 chapter president, and I was so excited for this because I was going to experience FFA on a whole new level. One of the biggest responsibilities that I had was planning the Section 15 chapter visits. The week had gone off amazing. I had loved going to new schools, meeting new people, and seeing all of my friends around Section 15. But then Thursday had come, and it was time for chapter visits at Staunton. We'd gotten there, and the freshmen, they were ready to go. And the next class that came in was a class from Mrs. McCullough's room. This class consisted of people from my grade, the ones who wanted nothing to do with FFA. My classmates had began to tease me. And while I had held my composure, I started to feel like I wasn't enough. Why did I always allow my classmates to determine when I felt enough? I thought that I had overcome this battle. That's when Mrs. McCullough had pulled me aside and reminded me of everything that I had done so far in the year. She had shown me a picture of my camp group and reminded me how I was more nervous than I was excited about the week, but I came out feeling so happy with myself and how close group number 3 had gotten. We might not have been the strongest or the most athletic group, but we came out of that week creating genuine connections and gotten through the whole week together. She then showed me a picture of all of my section president friends and reminded me how I was worried that I wasn't going to fit in or I wasn't going to make any friends. But I came out meeting some of my best friends. She told me to hold on to those moments when times are tough. We all go through hard times, but that is where we must appreciate the moments that make our heart feel enough. Zach Bryan once wrote, "I do not and will not fear tomorrow because I feel as though today has been enough." We should not do something because we're worried about what other people are going to think, the worries or fears or the expectations that people have of us. Each and every day, we should feel happy with what we decide to do. I'm not going to stand up here and lie to you guys and say there will never be times that you don't feel enough, because there will be. But that is where you must take a step back and learn to appreciate the moments that have allowed you to feel enough. Looking back at this organization, I am remembered of how I started, how I've grown, and what my definition of enough is. I'm remembered of all the people and experiences that have helped me feel enough. And when I look back at a sunset, I am able to get rid of all my worries, fears, and expectations out of my mind. Let's take a moment and look back at all of my sunsets from the past 2 years. As section president, it was all of my fellow officers. It was every member at every single conference. It was my camp group number 3. It was section 15 chapter visits and every student that I had met with. This year, as state secretary, it was everyone that I met with during chapter visits in section 18, section 14, section 2, section 4, section 6, and section 5. It was all of the section presidents. It was Thad, Eric, Cooper, and Ben. It was every member that I met with conferences this year. Every banquet that I had attended. And every other FFA event that I was invited to. They all helped me feel enough. It was everyone at home, my mom, my dad, my brothers, and the rest of my family. It was my best friends. It was Mr. Davin and his family. And it was Mrs. McCullough and her entire family, especially the kiddos. It was all of you who shared your passion for agriculture and FFA. You all helped me feel enough. As I stand out here, looking out at each and every one of you, I realize that I have found the best sunset that I could ever ask for. And each and every one of you get to decide what you like, what makes you happy, and what makes you feel enough. Because be your authentic self. Don't change yourself because of what other people think. Join that one club or play that sport that you've always wanted to play, as long as it makes you happy. Because you have what it takes. Because you are strong enough, you are brave enough, you are capable enough, you are talented enough, you are worthy enough. You are enough. Illinois FFA, you decide when enough is enough.
Wherever you are, we ain't angry at your love. You're the greatest thing we've lost. The birds are still sing, folks still fight, the boards still creak, the leaves still die. We ain't angry at your love. We'll be waiting for your love. But we'll all be here forever. And we'll all be here forever.
Riley, you have shown Illinois FFA the power of being your authentic self. And this past year, we've loved learning about what makes Riley Kessler so special. Your kindness keeps us going, your humor keeps us on our toes, and your love has transformed us from teammates into family. For putting up with us, we owe you a shopping adventure, Zach Bryan karaoke, and of course, a Lotus trip. We love you, Rye. Teammates for 1 year, united for life. Illinois FFA, for the final time, your 2023-2024 State Secretary, Riley Kessler.
To my family, I couldn't imagine being here without you and the support you have given me for the past 19 years. Traveling this year all around Illinois has been no easy task, but I was always so thankful that you were only a text or call away. Thank you for always supporting my dreams. Austin and Clayton, as older brothers, thank you for always being there, even when I didn't want you around. Whether I've shown it or not, I've always appreciated the support and brotherly love you have shown. Growing up with two older brothers has made me tough and very hard-headed. You have been some of the biggest role models that I could look up to. I was not only able to see you make some mistakes, but saw each of you succeed. Thank you for being the best big brothers a sister could ask for. Allie, welcome to the family. Even though you haven't always been around like Austin and Clayton, I have learned that I can look to you for advice and appreciate the fact that I am not the only girl anymore. Thank you for always loving me like a sister. Dad, you're the one who got me started in agriculture and helped me find a love for all things four-legged by convincing Mom to move from town to the country, whether it was the Oreo cows, the alpacas, the horses, or the rest of my petting zoo. I would not have had the opportunity to love livestock and agriculture without you. I had no clue just how important agriculture was until you showed me. And without you giving me a push to join the FFA, I would not have had this experience within the organization as I have had. I literally would not be standing on this stage today wearing this blue corduroy jacket if it were not for you. Also, thank you for making sure my laundry was always done and ready for me to pack for the next adventure. Mom, I am not sure where to begin. One of the things I admire most about you is your willingness to listen to me rant and your desire to cheer me up. I am pretty sure that my love of shopping is a direct reflection of our relationship and the times that we have spent together. You are one of the strongest people that I know and have always taught me to stay strong. At times, I know I'm not easy to deal with, especially when packing. So thanks for always hanging in there with me and always trying to pack my bags at the last minute. You have also taught me to be the kind and loving person that I am. And you have always added a little tiny splash of hard-headedness. You have always taught me that the sky's the limit and that I can achieve anything that I work hard for. I am so proud to call you my mom. Austin, Allie, Clayton, Mom, and Dad, and the rest of my family. I am so proud to have such a wonderful and pretty big family, and I am forever grateful for all that you have done for me. You're my inspiration, and I'm blessed to have each of you in my life. I love you all. Illinois FFA, please join me in thanking my family and bestowing upon my parents, Michael and Lisa, their honorary state FFA degree.
Whoa, did you see that sign?
No, what was on it?
It said there's a performance. It's a kid named Cash Wayner and it starts soon.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Cash. He's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn around.
Okay, we going?
Yeah, let's go watch it.
Okay.
Please welcome to the stage, Cash Wayner from the Carlisle FFA chapter.
Is it on? There we go. How's it going? I'm Cash Wayner from the Call FFA chapter. I'll be singing a song I wrote. Here it is. It's called Love You One More Time. Those highs remind me of an Oklahoma sunrise. But it's no surprise you don't see nothing in mine. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. You'd see that I'm doing better all the time. Maybe I'd sail the ocean blue and climb the mountains high. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. You're one of a kind, fine, but you make me lose my gosh dang mind. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. You'd see that I'm doing better all the time. Maybe I'd sail the ocean blue, climb the mountains high. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. You'd see that I'm doing better all the time. Maybe I'd sail the ocean blue, climb the mountains high. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. If you give me one more chance and let me love you one more time. Thank you.
Convention announcer, do you have any updates at this time?
Why, yes I do, Cooper. Would state proficiency award winners in the areas of safety through wildlife production and management, all candidates for Illinois FFA major state office, and all Foundation Club chapter award recipients please report backstage at this time with your backstage cards. Once again, state proficiency award winners in the areas of safety through wildlife production and management, all candidates for Illinois FFA major state office, and all Foundation Club chapter award recipients please report backstage at this time with your backstage cards. Thank you.
Stop number 3, Eric. A nice, relaxing day on the river.
Sun's shining, birds are chirping. Nothing's better than this.
Doesn't get any better. Eric, I think you jinxed us, dude.
Was that thunder?
Might have been.
We need to get
Come
off.
on,
We need to get out. Let's go. Oh, wait, wrong way. Wait.
The wind.
The current's strong.
Wait, come
the
this way.
current's strong. Really strong. Oh, I don't belong to this.
Over here.
Oh, no.
On dry land.
Okay.
I need
Give me
a towel, Eric.
I need a
Okay.
towel.
Okay, here we go. Dude, I thought you checked the weather.
Oh, come on. Who rained on your parade?
Yeah, very funny.
No. But seriously, a little rain can't ruin your whole day, can it?
I guess you're right.
Yeah. It's better than getting sunburnt.
Yeah, I'll be fine once I'm all dried off.
Plus, we're about ready to meet a next group of individuals, and I'm sure nothing can dampen their mood.
He's on a roll. Please welcome to the stage our next group of proficiency winners.
My name is Danielle Mudd. I'm from the Waterloo FFA chapter, and I'm the 2024 Illinois Fiber and Oil Crop Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Scott and Liz Mudd, and my advisors are Elaine Rodolfi and Colton Henry. My SAE is an oil and fiber entrepreneurship in which I rent 29 acres of land to produce soybeans. I have had my book for 2 years and am responsible for all management decisions, including planting dates, seed varieties, fertilizer strategies, pest treatments, harvest dates, and market sales. My favorite part of my SAE is harvest season because I enjoy reminiscing on the past season and reaping the success of my hard work. Through my SAE, I have learned about different aspects of soybean production. My record book has inspired me to pursue a degree in agriculture science production, and I hope to continue working with soybeans and expanding my knowledge on the industry as a whole.
My name is Kate Bushu from the Sullivan FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Food Service Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Josh and Jill Bushu, and my advisor is Alex Tungate. My SAE is Bushu Boba. I started in 2022 going to markets or shows. My boba drinks consists of customers' drink choice, ice, and their boba choice. I offer peach, mango, blueberry, and strawberry boba flavors, along with tea, Sprite, and lemonade. Boba is a very new and trendy thing that everyone should try.
My name is Nicholas Barclay from the Waltonville FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Food Service Placement Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Michael Barclay, my father, Lacey Barclay, my stepmother, and Kelly Black, my mother, and my advisor is Daryl Kieselewski. My SAE is over my employment at Culver's in Mount Vernon, Illinois as a crew chief. I started out as a team member, but I've worked my way up in the ranks through hard work, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. This experience has showed me what it really means to be a leader as I get to lead people every day I'm there. I work hand in hand with the owner-operator in order to consistently make sure each guest who chooses Culver's leaves happy.
My name is Wyatt Diath from the Salt Fork FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Forage Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Laura and BJ Diath, and my advisor is Stacy Rickard. In my forage production, I have 2 SAEs, including my placement book, Working for Ileana Hay, and my forage entrepreneurship. The ultimate goal of these books is to produce sustainable, profitable, and quality hay that I can market to my customers. I specialize in alfalfa hay and also have a small grass patch that I maintain. Started my own hay entrepreneurship by leasing 8 acres of pasture from John Mills. This venture served as a means to expand my horizons and to kickstart my hay business at a young age. In 2023, I negotiated with a local farmer and secured an agreement to rent an alfalfa pasture, effectively adding 21 acres to my operation. I interact with 3 landlords and keep good communication with them about my daily practices. I am tasked with mowing, raking, and baling on all my 29 acres. I bear the responsibilities on my acres that I run independent from my family farm. I manage all the marketing and make my own cash rent.
My name is Blaine Stieber from Red Hill FFA, and I am the 2024 Illinois Forest Management and Products Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Jeffrey and Don Stieber, and my advisors are Aaron Michaels and Emma Lytle. In 2021, my best friend and I started selling firewood as a way to make some extra money. We carried on throughout in 2022, but in 2023 we went our separate ways and I bought and started my own firewood company up. I employed both of my younger siblings, have made numerous deals with others to keep getting wood, and have bought and sold to multiple different people around the surrounding areas. I plan to keep expanding the business and hope to go commercial one day.
Hello, my name is Garrick Bonsma, and I am from the Moreau Forsyth FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Food Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Mark and Mindy Bunselmeyer, and my advisor is Cassie Crouch. My food production SAE is a placement book for my time working at Maddox Farms. This book details my time raising watermelons and cantaloupes, where I handle everything from planting to harvesting and to selling. I can accurately identify quality watermelons and cantaloupes. I work as a crew boss and handle employee management from time to time. Some of my favorite time has been selling and interacting with the customer, where I've developed marketing skills and better understanding of food production and helped develop skills in customer service related activities.
Hi, my name is Lauren Whitty, and I'm from the Orangeville FFA chapter. I'm the 2024 Illinois Goat Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Connie and Joe Whitty, and my advisors are Kendall Schluter and Kate Stonecross. I raise a small herd of alpine dairy goats. I show them at the local county fairs, and I hope to one day show at the state and national level. At the moment, I have 18 goats. That number will quickly grow as it is currently kidding season. I keep most of my doe kids throughout the year and show them at the fairs. At the end of the summer, I pick 2 to 3 kids to keep as replacement does. I try to sell all of the buck kids at 3 to 4 weeks of age. I hope to keep improving my herd and to keep showing throughout my life.
My name is Emma Moss from the Pittsfield FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Grain Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Jaron and Ashley Moss, and my advisors are Jody Huebner and Emily Fries. My grain production SAE involves my work with my family farm, Moss Family Farms. Our operation involves crop production on approximately 4,000 acres. As the seasons change, so do my roles and responsibilities on the farm. My responsibilities include everything from operating and servicing equipment to record keeping, income and expenses, as well as basic shop upkeep. I also attend agronomic meetings and assist in managing our grain center. On the farm, I have learned many valuable lessons that I plan to carry over to my future career and life in general.
My name is Samantha Hazelwonder from the Central A&M FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Landscape Management Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Candy and Russell Hazelwonder, and my advisor is Betsy Bergner. My landscape management SAE is on my job working for the Wequa Park District, where I manage 5 flower beds at 2 different parks. My main responsibilities are to design, plant, and weed the flower beds in the spring, to pull any annuals out in the fall, to make sure the flower beds are maintained throughout the summer, and to keep the board up to date on what I am doing. I started my SAE working with an older FFA member and took the position over my sophomore year and have gained more and more responsibilities each year. My SAE has taught me many skills, including public speaking, time management, how to properly care for plants, and so much more.
My name is Caleb Wagner from the Mercer County FFA chapter, and I'm the 2024 Illinois Nursery Operations Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Julie Wagner, Scott Wagner, and my advisors are Aaron Hart, Brandon Livingston, and Hannah Libby. My SAE is about my job at Meyer Landscape and Design. The nursery is an 80-acre tree farm that is home to various trees and shrubs that will be used for retail or for landscaping jobs. My duties include operating heavy machinery, such as our backhoe and skid steer, as well as smaller equipment such as our weed eaters and riding mowers. Some more of my duties include servicing the equipment, as well as digging and planting trees and shrubs.
My name is Abigail Frank from the Scales Mountain FFA chapter, and I'm the 2024 Illinois Outdoor Recreation Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Jim and Jill Frank, and my advisor is Lisa Ulrich. I work at Hoof It Goat Treks, which is an agritourism destination that enables people the unique experience to walk in nature with goats. This job entails leading groups on an hour-long walk while also answering any questions that customers may have about the goats or our local tourist area. My other responsibilities include filling water buckets for the goats, answering phone calls, and cleaning pens. My favorite thing about my job is being able to work outdoors with customers. Through this project, I have learned to assess a situation and make a decision that will lead to the best outcome.
Hi, my name is Jake Wetzel from the Taylorville FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Poultry Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Andy and Beth Wetzel, and my advisors are Sue Schaefer, Charlie Dammerman, and Megan Beckmeyer. In my poultry production record book, I strive to maintain and operate multiple flocks of chickens at high efficiency and quality. I sell the eggs my birds produce to my neighbors and other members of my community, while also using the eggs for my family and I's own benefit. When my family and I moved out to the country, I got chickens as a new hobby to experiment with and learn more about. Since then, I have loved working with chickens and other types of poultry throughout high school and FFA. In all, my record book in poultry production has been a great experience full of learning opportunities and skill development.
Please welcome to the stage the 5-star Illinois Foundation FFA supporters, donating between $5,000 and $5,999.
Eric, all this driving kind of reminds me of chapter visits.
I know, we drove so much, like 20,000 miles?
Yeah, I drove so much I ran out of new music to listen to.
Yeah, well, I actually just found this new playlist. It's called Blue Jacket Jams.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds promising. Let's listen.
Okay.
Okay.
It is FFA Blue Jackets where it starts. He's got
of the 4-H club, both active in the FFA.
two boys in the county 4-H. I'm a lifetime sponsor of the FFA. Hey!
I could listen to that all day. You got any more?
Yeah, I think the next couple on the playlist are by the FFA Chorus.
Perfect.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Please welcome to the stage the FFA Chorus under the direction of Robert Eckert.
Would you look at that? We finally made it to our last stop on our road trip. This one, it's a bucket list item for you and me.
Yeah. Your average Joes would probably want to go to like the beach or something, but me and Eric, we like to stray off the beaten path. So we're here at the dream destination.
Should we tell him?
I think it's time.
We are at Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania! Home to the all-knowing, season-predicting groundhog, Phil.
Eric, thinking about it in FFA terms, if Phil's handlers had SAEs, what would it be? Probably like small animal production and care?
It could be, but I think Phil's pretty special. So it could be specialty animal, or, and I wouldn't wish this on him, but if Phil ever got hurt, it could be vet science.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Better question.
Okay.
What would Phil's SAE be? I'm thinking safety.
Yeah, I'd
He
agree.
lets us know if we're going to have some more cold months of winter or if spring is approaching. That's keeping us safe, Eric.
For sure. I would agree. Safety sounds right for Phil.
Yeah.
When you look at that, we made it to our last group of state proficiency winners to recognize as well. So please welcome to the stage, from the areas of safety to wildlife production and management, our state proficiency winners.
My name is Cooper Einsweiler from the Galena FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Safety Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Mike and April Einsweiler, and my advisor is Sarah Lee. My SAE covers my work as a lifeguard and lifeguard supervisor at the Galena Alice T. Virtue Pool in Galena, Illinois. At the pool, I monitor the water while people are swimming, ensuring patrons are following the rules and are safe. Going along with this, I also test the chemicals at the pool to maintain safe chlorine and pH levels. And I monitor my lifeguards to ensure that they are safe and fit to monitor the water.
My name is Melena Kinney from the Somnac Leland Sandwich FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Service Learning Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Marcy and Alan Kinney, and my advisors are Jenny Wold and Jessica Bokniak. For my Service Learning SAE project, I organized and hosted an event called the Leland Hometown Harvest Fest. This event consisted of activities, vendors, live music, and a hometown meal. The purpose was to bring community members, organizations, and businesses of my small town together while celebrating the upcoming harvest. This year, the event was a major success with over 800 attendees. I hope to continue serving my hometown by hosting the event for years to come.
My name is Olivia Porter from the Clifton Central FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Sheep Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Eric and Misha Porter and Jared Finnegan, and my advisors are Brett Sorensen and Cassie Peters. Within my SAE, I have 3 enterprises. I maintain a flock of registered breeding sheep for the purpose of raising high-quality genetics to sell and as replacements in my own operation. I market these animals at live sales as well as through my online sales. I have a commercial flock to produce offspring that can be sold as recip used for a flush program or in my own program. Lastly, I manage a show flock where I advertise my livestock at county, state, and national sheep shows. I make decisions in regard to breeding and nutrition to further improve my operation. In the future, I plan to attend college and major in ag communications, as well as maintain my flock and expand the quality of genetics that I offer.
My name is Owen Pree, and I'm from the Iroquois West FFA chapter. I'm the 2024 Illinois Small Animal Production and Care Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Tammy Pree, and my advisor is Sandy Howe. My small animal project is about my Californian rabbits. I started this project as an 8-year-old, and have grown my project immensely in my time raising rabbits. I raise, show, and market my animals all over the country, and have been to shows anywhere from Ohio to Texas to even Reno, Nevada. After school, I hope to attend the Parkland Community College Diesel Power Program and continue my job with Heritage FS.
My name is Morgan Hampton from the Lincolnwood FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Specialty Animal Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Phil and Cassandra Hampton, and my advisor is Monty Elvich. My SAE is beekeeping. Through my beekeeping, I strive to provide my bees with the proper care and necessary tools they need to thrive in their environment. I have 2 different locations where I keep my hives, and I currently have a total of 10 hives. I harvest products from my bees, such as their honey and their wax. I enjoy being able to support my local pollinators and make a positive impact on the farms in my area.
My name is Benjamin Beerus from the Seneca FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Specialty Crop Production Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Cash and Sarah Beerus, and my advisors are Callie Hatton, Kent Weber, Jeff Meyerhofer, and Mitch Miller. My supervised agriculture experience program consisted of raising over 4,000 fall mums over the past 2 years. I'm completely responsible for managing the mum production, including planting, fertilizing, watering, and marketing. I market my mums locally through the fall festivals from my house. I have learned a great deal of responsibility, plant science, and financial record keeping through my SAE.
My name is Hannah Miller from the Prairie Central FFA chapter, and I'm the 2024 Illinois Swine Production Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Matt and Timmy Miller, and my advisors are Becky Freed, Kyle Miller, Kylie Miller, and Tyson Stork. In my SAE, I run Hannah Miller Show Pigs, where I run 7 head of Spot and Tamworth sows. I raise their offspring with the intentions of selling them as elite show pigs to be sold to youth exhibitors to be shown at the county, state, and national levels. I also retain a portion of these pigs and exhibit them throughout the summer at shows. In addition to showing pigs that I have raised myself, I also purchase and lease around 5 to 7 pigs from competitive show pig breeders that I exhibit throughout the country.
My name is Taylor Armstrong, and I'm from the Rushville Industry FFA chapter, and I'm the 2024 Illinois Swine Production Placement Proficiency Award winner. My parents are JR and Allison Armstrong, and my advisor is Sydney Ryden. My SAE project highlights my job at Armstrong Genetics in Huntsville, Illinois. My interest and motivation for this project began at a young age. My family has been involved with the swine industry, including breeding, showing, and selling high-quality swine to producers across the United States. For many years, when I began my SAE in 2021, I was responsible for the basic feeding and care of a few sows at Armstrong Genetics. I have been able to expand my responsibilities, and I am now responsible for caring for 14 sows and their litters and 3 gilts that will be used as breeding females. I also pick 8 to 10 high-quality gilts and 1 to 2 boars to show in order to promote the herd's genetics. My primary responsibilities include monitoring daily operations, including farrowing, feeding, washing, walking, and checking the overall health and well-being of the sows, gilts, and boars. I plan to continue this project after high school and continue to positively contribute to the swine production industry. The various experiences I have gained with my SAE project have inspired me to pursue a career within the animal science industry, as well as continue to positively contribute to the swine production industry.
My name is Ty Robinson from the Goreville FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Turfgrass Management Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Jeff and Allison Robinson, and my advisor is Jeff Robinson. I own and operate Stars and Stripes Lawn Care. Owning and operating a business taught me about responsibility, discipline, and making the best decision for the homeowner, whether it benefits me or not. I own 2 mowers, 2 weed eaters, and have 1 employee and provide mowing services for 35 yards, including 1 HOA. Marketing my business is based on quality of work performed, t-shirts, signs, and advertising in social media. My goal is to improve the appearance of my clients' properties by mowing yards, upgrading landscaping, and yard beautification.
My name is Riley McDermott from the Waterloo FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Vegetable Production Proficiency winner. My parents are Mindy and Tim McDermott, and my advisors are Elaine Rodolfi and Colton Henry. My SAE includes my garden and my business Till the Table. Since the summer of 2021, I have managed the production of vegetables in my garden, and in 2022, I created Till the Table. My roles within my business include managing the garden, attending farmers markets, keeping tracks of sales and expenses, interacting with customers, and advertising on Facebook. My garden is about 4,000 square feet, and in 2023, I sold over 500 bell peppers, 1,000 onions, and 2,500 pounds of tomatoes, in addition to 10 other varieties of vegetables. I have expanded my SAE by making work in the garden more efficient. For example, I use cattle panels as tomato cages, a machine to lay down plastic rows in irrigation, and carefully select the variety of seeds to increase production and reduce disease. I plan to continue my project through high school and maintain it during college.
My name is Sydney Long, and I'm from the Streeter FFA chapter. I'm the 2024 Illinois Veterinary Science Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Jennifer Schumacher, and my advisors are Riley Hinchy and Gwen Heimerdinger. In my veterinary science placement SAE, I have 3 separate record books. My first record book starts out as a job shadowing experience in 2020 where I got to see what the field of veterinary medicine really is, as well as getting to observe various surgeries and procedures. My second record book started in 2021 and is a pre-veterinary assistant experience where I was able to help out in the exam room from time to time by restraining animals, as well as having simpler tasks such as walking and feeding in-clinic patients. My third and final record book began in 2023 and is a veterinary assistant experience. In this role, my responsibilities expanded tremendously. Some of those responsibilities include running blood work, restraining animals, assisting in the surgery room, and even operating the X-ray machine myself. In the future, I hope to be a large and small animal veterinarian. My SAE has taught me a lot about time management, dedication, and the world of veterinary medicine.
My name is John Bierman from the Tri-Valley FFA chapter, and I am the 2024 Illinois Wildlife Production and Management Proficiency Award winner. My parents are Matt and Stacy Bierman. My advisors are Shelby Davis, Kristen Myers, and Clayton Nigg. My project is in the area of wildlife management and production. It is a data survey that uses my hobby of shed hunting to look at population health of white-tailed deer in my area. Through my collection of antlers, I am able to take data on the size and qualitative attributes of each antler. The true goal of my project is to use it as a new conservation tool to better our local whitetail populations in a perfectly stress-free way. I hope to continue this project in the future and promote it so that it can be an effective tool for conservation around the world.
Eric, I must say, I've been pretty impressed with our road tripping abilities so far.
I know. This is probably like the second best road trip I've ever heard of.
What do you mean second best?
Did you forget our inspiration?
Our inspiration. Inspiration? Oh, you're talking about Nathan.
Nathan.
Nathan. They probably don't know.
They might
I
not.
should tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nathan is our friend, and he's a former Bushnell Prairie City FFA member. Him and some of his buddies fixed up this RV and took it all along the East Coast. Their trip wasn't perfect. They got lost in Canada a couple times, and by the end of the trip, they had vice grips holding their alternator back on, but they had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and with the support from friends and family back home and people they met along the way, they showed us all that you can make lifelong memories without breaking the bank.
Yeah, and their last stop was even at the FFA Center where we got to meet this famous RV, Babe.
Their journey taught us all how far support from others can take you in life and on the road.
Please welcome to the stage our next group who have gone the extra mile to support Illinois FFA this year, our Foundation Club Chapter Award recipients.
Please join me in congratulating the Foundation Club Award recipients. In the $3,000 club from Section 1, Duran. From Section 2, Ashton Franklin Center. From Section 3, Geneseo. Kiwani and Weathersfield. From Section 7, Mendota. From Section 10, Mantino. From Section 11, Warsaw. From Section 13, Bluffs. From Section 14, Athens. Franklin. Hartsburg, Emden. Mount Pulaski. From Section 17, Muhammad Seymour. From Section 19, Nokomis. Ramsey. From Section 21, Carlisle. In the $4,000 club from Section 4, Mercer County. From Section 4, Rova. From Section 5, Elmwood. From Section 9, Leroy. From Section 16, Blue Ridge. From Section 17, Gibson City, Melvin, Sibley. From Section 22, Waterloo. From Section 23, Olney. From Section 25, Norris City, Omaha, Enfield. In the $5,000 club from Section 5, Midland. From Section 7, Salmonock, Leland, Sandwich. From Section 9, Olympia. From Section 21, Mount Vernon. From Section 22, Central Breeze. In the $6,000 club from Section 15, Highland. In the $7,000 club from Section 7, Newark. Seneca. In the $8,000 club from Section 24, Du Quoin. In the $12,000 club, Section 17, Paxton, Buckley, Loda. In the $13,000 club from Section 19, Greenville. And our top chapter in the $15,000 club from Section 16, Central A&M.
At last, home, sweet home.
Yeah, thank you, Eric, for keeping us on schedule.
I tried my best, and I even had a little extra time to make a scrapbook so we could remember all the adventures we had here.
Dude, you're the best. Let's watch it.
All right, let's see.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Mattawa, La Paloma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tocopilla, Barranquilla, and Padilla. I'm a killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe them out.
Good work, Eric. Good job.
Thank you. I'm so glad that we get to add that to all the adventures we've had this year.
And to think, all those adventures started right here last year at the 95th Illinois FFA State Convention.
Tomorrow morning, 5 individuals will unite paths just like we did and begin their journeys as major state officers.
Let's get to know these candidates a little bit better with our impromptu question.
Before we end this session, we have the chance to witness 10 individuals who have a vision for the future. They see our organization not as what it is, but as what it can become. 5 of these individuals will be elected to serve as our major state officers for the upcoming year. As FFA members, it is vital that you listen carefully to each response of the candidate. A decision as to which candidate is most qualified will impact not only you, but our organization as a whole. We will bring each candidate on stage, and to assist me in this process is your 2023-2024 National FFA Western Region Vice President, Miss Emily Gossett. Let's welcome her to the stage. The candidate will first have the opportunity to read the question, and then Ms. Gossett will read it out loud. The candidate will then take to the podium to answer the question. Madam Secretary, could you please read the name of our first candidate?
The first candidate is Mark Jones II.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from?
2 years ago, I attended my Section 10 leadership training school. At this leadership training school, there was a state officer named Lauren Moore in attendance, and she remembered me from a previous conference. Some of you might have been going to Ground Zero, Build, or here at State Convention and have been seen by our FFA officers. That moment there recognizes you as you are seen, heard, and valued. That showed me that I have a voice and I can do better things in this organization, and someone believes in me. And I will do that in this next service as state officer. Thank you.
The second candidate is Maggie Bland.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from?
The time in my FFA career where I have learned most from has been my time serving as the Section 13 treasurer. I learned to be my authentic self and that I can't be anyone else. I can only be myself. Thank you.
The third candidate is Owen Torrance.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from?
The moment in my FFA career that I have learned the most from was my very first proficiency interview, my 8th grade year. I was shy, I was quiet, I was timid. I absolutely hated that whole experience. But just going to that interview and being a part of something and doing it really helped me and has really gotten me to where I am today.
The fourth candidate is Emma Dingus.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from?
I would say the moment in my FFA career that I have learned the most from was competing in creed speaking my freshman year. It was COVID-19 and I had to give the creed online, and that was such an impactful moment for me because I was experiencing things the way that you usually don't experience them in FFA. Looking back on that moment, I would say it was so impactful because I was having the opportunity to be able to be involved even though it wasn't for your typical way. Thank you.
The fifth candidate is Trenton Payne.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from?
The first thing that comes to mind is the first time I competed in a CDE. The first time I competed in the CDE, I competed in Green Hand Quiz Bowl. I was a new freshman, didn't really know too much about FFA, and didn't really know what path FFA would lead me to. It wasn't until I competed in Green Hand Quiz Bowl and our chapter ended up winning the event that I realized that I could find a place here in FFA. I realized that I could be successful in an organization which was passionate about the same ideals that I had. Ultimately, this was the moment that was the defining factor in my FFA career. Thank you.
The sixth candidate is Sydney Stiers.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from? The time I've spent in my blue jacket has been marked by so many memories. And when I often reflect on that, a few big ones come up, and one of them is my experience in the National Creed Speaking event. That experience alone was something that really propelled my FFA career. And the journey to the national stage took a lot of effort. It was something that was a whole community effort. Everyone in my 600-person town, in my chapter, my family, friends, fellow FFA members across the state, they all got me to the national championship title back in 2021. That was one of the experiences that I learned the most from. It was where I learned that I have so much support in this organization. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity, that experience, and all of the people that got me there, because it taught me that I always have a home in this organization.
The seventh candidate is Michael Matisa.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from?
When I first joined FFA in the 7th grade, I did not know who I was. But as the year went on, I attended multiple events and truly learned who I was. The most eye-opening event that I went to was my first Ag Legislative Day, where I learned that we impact Illinois and Illinois FFA as a whole through our daily actions, whether that's serving everyone or impacting the legislators. We can make a difference in who we are, which is why I chose that as my favorite memory. Thank you.
The eighth candidate is Kylie Wesselman.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from?
I would say the moment that I have learned the most from in my FFA career has been this year as section president. From serving as a group leader in conferences and camps, being there to support the members, but not realizing how much they would have an impact on me. I have learned communication skills and positivity and encouragement from these younger members, and I am excited to hopefully engage that this next year as a candidate for major state office. Thank you.
The ninth candidate is Brody Will.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from?
My FFA career has been a bunch of highs and lows, but the most important moment would have to be from FFA camp. FFA camp, I learned that inspiration goes both ways. I can inspire members, but more importantly, I can be inspired from them. I can learn from them, I can understand their backgrounds, and I can then inspire others. So FFA camp is my most important moment. Thank you.
The 10th candidate is Brene Rice.
The question is, what moment in your FFA career have you learned the most from?
When I think back to my time in FFA, one moment that sticks out is during my sophomore year during district extemporaneous speaking. I was so excited, and I felt like I was going into the contest with everything I had. However, that night did not turn out how I wanted it to.
I went in there with so much confidence and I thought that I knew everything. But when I found out that I did not advance, the one thing I learned was to take help from others. There is always someone out there who knows more than you and someone that you can learn from. Gather your resources and use them wisely. Thank you.
Let's give all of our candidates another round of applause. Again, we will be electing these candidates tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. in the election session to see what 5 individuals will serve our organization in the upcoming year. And let's give another round of applause for Miss Emily Gossett helping us out. Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
Yes, I do. Don't forget about the State Awards lunch today at 11:30 a.m. It will be held in the Wyndham Hotel right next to the BOS Center. After lunch, be sure to be back here for the 4th general session at 2 p.m. We'll hear from our State FFA Vice President, Eric Wisely, as he gives his retiring address, and award our Illinois FFA state degrees. You do not want to miss this. Don't forget to head up to the mezzanine level and down to the lower level of the BOS Center to check out all of the exhibitors. Still looking for a place to eat after this session? Check your chapter packets for flyers of local restaurants that donate a portion of your bill back to Illinois Foundation FFA. Looking for entertainment this evening? Check out the Sky Zone's Fly for Funds night tonight. Congratulations to the winners of our first 2 foundation raffle baskets. Congratulations for the Grill to Perfection, Susan Graham. Congratulations to Tara Lopman, the Gourmet Goodness winner, and to Rowdy Grider for the Ultimate Grab Bag. Baskets need to be picked up in the VIP room by 1 p.m. on Thursday. Still interested in being one of the lucky winners of a foundation raffle basket? Head over to the foundation booth by the southeast entrance of the Convention Center and purchase your tickets. $1 for 1 ticket, $5 for 6, $20 for 30. Thank you.
Thank you. Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn this 3rd general session of the 96th Illinois FFA State Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this session adjourned.
Sack of clothes, free and easy down the road I go, hanging memories on the highline poles. Free and easy down the road I go, free and easy down the road I go. Up. Ragweed's rocking on the radio, free and easy down the road I go. So I